So today we're going to be looking at a $10,000 decision that everybody's going to need to make with their new home build. What is it? Well, it's the air conditioning, whether to go with the ducted system or whether to go with the split system. So we'll look at all the pros and cons with both of those options and we'll share your thoughts. Now, we get asked this question all the time. Should you spend that extra money to be able to go with the ducted system or take the standard option which most builders offer, which is the split system? So I guess let's look at some of the pros with having a ducted air conditioning. The first and most obvious is coverage. With a ducted air conditioning system, your entire house is going to be cooled and temperature controlled. The second and less obvious is the air conditioning technology. Over the last 5 to 10 years, this has come a long way. Companies like MyAir are now coming to market with really affordable options when it comes to things like Bluetooth and Wi-Fi and touchscreen controlled units. That's not including the multi-zones that you've got available. And this is going to allow you to then be able to tell the unit which areas of the house you want to cool. Because that used to be the biggest problem, right? You used to have to cool either your whole top floor or your whole bottom floor. But now that's really changed. The third is really around efficiency. Now, when you're trying to cool your home, if you've got split systems, you're going to be running a couple of different units and they're going to be chewing their individual amounts of power. With a ducted system, you're going to have the one unit that is going to be powering and cooling your whole home. So they're a lot more efficient. So what's not so good about ducted air conditioning? Well, the first of which is the $10,000 minimum cost increase. Now, most builders will provide 2 split systems as part of their standard, but they will charge a minimum of $10,000 more if you're looking at upgrading to a ducted system. Now, that isn't the true cost. Because they've already factored in the 2 split systems, if you were to go out and buy a ducted system, you're looking at anywhere between $15,000 to $20,000. Now that's a lot of money, which kind of ties into the second con when we're looking at ducted air conditioners, and that's really maintenance. And that maintenance is tied into the cost of replacing a unit. If your ducted air conditioning system breaks, you're up for $15,000 to $20,000 to replace it, which is a big hit. So now let's look at split systems. Now, if you're a family that likes to leave your windows open and let the natural breeze cool your home, split systems might be the right solution for you. The biggest benefit with split system air conditioning is that they're individual units. If one unit breaks, you only have to replace that one unit. Unlike a ducted system, one unit only costs between $2,000 to $4,000 depending on the size. Whereas a ducted system, you're looking at about that $15,000 to $20,000 mark. The second benefit is that they're easier to install. So if you don't have the budget to be able to go with the ducted system, yet you still want more rooms in your home to be temperature controlled, then once the build is completed with your home, you can get someone to come in and install another air conditioning unit without a great deal of hassle. So that's certainly a secondary benefit. So what's not so good about split system units? The obvious is coverage. With split system units, you can have multiple units running in your home and you're still not going to get that level of coverage that you're going to get with a ducted system. Your split system air conditioning unit is only going to cover the room that it's designed for. So if you're overworking it to try and cool your entire home, it's going to become pretty inefficient really fast. If you're spending thousands of dollars on a home and a lot of time and effort in styling it, you may be left with an air conditioning unit that doesn't fit the dynamics of what you're trying to accomplish. In summary, deciding on whether to go with a ducted system or a split system is going to come down to how your family lives. If you're a family that utilizes air conditioning on a regular basis, then it might make sense to go with a ducted system. If you're a family that only uses your air conditioning units sporadically, or days that are really, really hot or really, really cold, and in the interim uses natural cooling to control the temperature in your home, split systems might be sufficient for your requirements. I hope this has helped in one of your many decisions you're going to need to make in your new home build journey. Until next time.